It started loading and I was like, I've lost. Hey bujobabes, and welcome or welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name is Crystal and Bujo Beauty stands for my love of beauty and bullet journaling. So today we are going to be playing with the coveted Colourpop Hocus Pocus palette. That's my, thingy. So this is actually my second time filming this. I was editing my video and I wasn't like super in love with the looks that I came up with. Like, I liked them, but something was just telling me to refilm and present some more wearable looks for the first video. So we're gonna go ahead and do 3 looks, one for each sister, of course. But before we get into that, I just want to give a huge shout out to Brittany at Blend Your Flaws on Twitter. She's the only reason I was able to get this palette. Like, first of all, I love Hocus Pocus, okay? Like, that is my all-time favorite Disney Halloween movie. Not even a Halloween person, but I love this movie so much. So I was like, I have to have this. Anyways, so I was on the website the first day and it crashed, of course, as we all know. Second day, I was trying to get the whole collection. I was like, add to cart. I was like 2 minutes in. By the time I got to checkout, like, it was gone. It was sold out, just like it happened to like a lot of other people. So I went back and tried to get something, and by the time I don't even think I got to the checkout. Like, it started loading and I was like, I've lost. So yeah, she went to her Ulta, picked it up for me and mailed it to me. So that is the only reason why I have this palette. So thank you again, Brittany. Shout out to you. Blend Your Flaws on Twitter. Go follow her. All right, on to the first look, which is going to be Mary's. So my eyes are primed with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Like I said, we're going to start off with Mary, and I think that we're just going to do a simple halo eye. So I'm going to start off with Night of Frolic and Hello Salem, and I'm going to mix the two so that I get a lighter color. I do wish that they made Mary's matte shade more red, because it's kind of burgundy, but it looks really similar to the purple. So I just wish they would have had something like Devil Red, because she was more of a vibrant red, not so much a burgundy red. At least her outfit anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the mix of those 2 shades in my crease. Do you see how that's blending out to be more purple, more of a light purple than it is like a pink? I wish they had made it more red. So I noticed that these shades can be a little patchy. So just be careful with the primer that you use, I suppose. They're not the best shades that I've ever used in my entire life, but they're not bad either. Like, they get the job done. They do what they're supposed to do. And then I'm gonna take a smaller, fluffier brush. This is my Real Techniques Domed Shadow Brush. And I'm gonna go into Night of Frolic just by itself and place that underneath where I put the mix of the 2 shades. I actually don't like this brush, so I'm gonna switch to a similar brush, but a different brand. So I want it to be a little bit softer. Okay, now I'm going to take Night of Frolic again and put that on my inner and outer corner. In the outer portions only, I'm gonna take, I call it a buff, and just put that towards the outer portion just to make it a little bit more smoky. And now that I have that placed right there, I'm gonna go ahead with my first brush and just blend that out a little bit. And now I'm gonna take a little brush and my NYX eyeshadow base. This is in Pearl. It has like some shimmers in it. I'm just gonna put that in the center just so that my other shades pop more. We're getting close to a cut crease. I'll have to try one of these days, but I prefer this because I can be a little bit messy and it's okay. And then I'm gonna take a flat shader brush, go into Tis Firm. I really like the names of everything. I'll just say them real quick. Full Moon, Come Little Children, Winch, Hello Salem, Tis Firm, Night of Frolic, Brew Potion, Thackeray Binks, Dead Man's Toe, On Toast, Yabos, Bewitched, Coven, I Call It a Bus, Goodbye Cruel World. I really like the shade names, but I do wish that Thackeray Binks was the black shade, of course, you know? And I'm just gonna pat this right on my lid. And then I'm gonna take that first blending brush again and just feather the edges ever so slightly, just so that it doesn't look super placed. And then I'm just gonna take a little pencil brush, go back in with Night of Frolic, and put that on my lower lash, like halfway through. And then on the remaining half, I'm going to take Yabos, which is the green shade. I know I already did this in my previous video, red and green, but like it looked real good, so we gonna do it again. And then in my inner corner, I'm going to go in with Full Moon and just pop that right in there. Alright, so here is the eyes all finished. I'm gonna go ahead and slap on some lashes, and I will be right back. So here's a close-up of Mary's eye all done. On my lashes, I have my Whiplash by Jenny lashes in the style Whipped. These are super fluffy and really big, but I ain't mad at them. So let's do the lip and then we'll be done with Mary's look. And here is Mary's look all done. On my lips, I actually used my Urban Decay Vice palette that's all messed up. I broke the mirror in here and everything. But I used the shade Wrath, which is this red shimmery shade right here. Now, that is what's on my lip. So here it is, here it is. Take your final looks. And let's go ahead and get on to number 2, Sarah's eye. On to Sarah's look. My eyes, again, are primed with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I'm gonna start off with mixing Dead Man's Toe and Hello Salem again, just because I want a lighter shade in my crease. I don't want this super intense purple in my crease. And I'm using a completely different brush than I used in the first time. And I feel like the mix of these two shades is still giving me like the same kind of vibe, even though they're different shades. So it just would have been nice if they had made like a distinct difference, because they look the same on the lid, in my opinion, and on my skin tone. And for this look, I think we're gonna attempt a cut crease. I really just wanted to do like a nice smoky eye, but we can do a smoky cut crease just for a little bit of play. So now for my outer corners, I'm going to take Dead Man's Toe again, but just by itself, and pop that in right here. And of course, for some extra smoke, since we're going for a smoky cut crease, I'm gonna go in with I Call It a Bus and just put that on the outer corner again and then blend it out. And I'm actually gonna take a pencil brush and make this more of a sharper point, and then blend that out as well. And I haven't really had any fallout, so that's good. I've been packing these brushes on with the shadows, so you know, yay. Now for the hard part. I'm gonna take my NYX shadow base again, and where's the brush that I use for this? And I'm gonna place that first in the center of my, pretty much on the rest of my lid, and start making this cut crease. All right, so that's pretty much as cut creasy as it's gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side real quick. And now we could totally leave it like that. I'm kidding. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Thackeray Binks and put that, well, I'm gonna smooth this out just a little bit more. Make sure everything is smooth. Now I'm gonna go in with Thackeray Binks with the same brush. I wiped it off and I'm gonna put that on the outer portion of my lid, like halfway through. And then on the inner portion of my eye, I'm gonna take my finger and go in with Winch and just place that right there. I should use my pinky, that's a big finger. And just place that right on the inner corner. And kind of layer it over Thackeray Binks. I'm using this shade because I hate glitter. And I used that glittery Brew Potion shade the first time I tried this tutorial. And I hated it because it was just super, super, super messy. And I just wasn't a fan. So for my lower lash, real quick before my camera dies, I'm gonna go back in with Dead Man's Toe and just smudge that. I don't know why I'm using such a big brush, but, and I'm just gonna bring it all along the whole lash line. And I'm gonna use a smaller brush. And then in my inner corner, I'm gonna take my NYX eyeshadow base again and just pop that right there as a base. Obviously, it's an eyeshadow base. And then I'm gonna go back in with Winch and just put that on top of the base in my inner corner. They're pretty much the same shade. This is just gonna help it pop more. It's popping a little bit too much. We're gonna have to do something about that. This is how I wanted it to pop on the lid, and it's not doing that for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a Q-tip to kind of zhuzh this a little bit. And that is it for Sarah's eye. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes and I will be right back. So here's a close-up of look number 2, Sarah's look. I really, really love how this turned out. I think that putting the silvery shade in the inner portion, you know, the inner half of the lid was a great idea. Like, this is kind of cute. I don't think I did too well on the cut crease. It looks like pretty much every other look that I do, it's not really a defined cut crease. So gonna have to have some practice on that, but like, yo, this turned out adorable. So let's go ahead and do the lips and then we will be done with this look. So for my lips, I think I'm gonna use my Maybelline lipstick. What is this? In 440 Mob It Up. Just because it's like a purpley. We'll see how it goes. Yep, love it. Ooh, this is so cute. Okay, yeah. Now I'm super happy that I refilmed this video because I did like the other looks, but I wasn't feeling like this about them. Also just really love purple, so that could be it, because I wasn't as energetic about Mary's look either. Although I did really, really like that one. Like, I thought it was pretty cute. If I didn't mention it, mentioning it now, it was adorbs. But yeah, here's a wide shot of the look all finished, and get your final looks. And let's go on to the last look, Winnie's look. The boss, the head honcho, the leader, the boss lady. Let's go. All right, we are on to Winnie's look. So I'm gonna start with Bewitched, and I'm just gonna make a little shadow liner with this shade. I want to do something that's a little bit more neutrally, and I really liked this look the other day when I did it, so just wanted to share this one with y'all because it's like one of the few that I was like really excited for. And if I didn't mention, I'm starting with my NYX eyeshadow base because I have to, just to make some of these shades pop more. Well, one particular shade, just to make On Toast pop more, because it's pretty light for my complexion. And it just blends into awfulness. It's the shade that I've had the most trouble with so far. So now that I have my little wing, I'm gonna go in with a flat shader brush and I'm gonna use On Toast and just put that all over my lid and crease. And then I'm just gonna bring that into the crease a little bit, kind of blending it out. I'm gonna use a different brush. This is my Alter Ego number 5. I really like these Alter Ego brushes, they're amazing. I stained this one blue though, I'm pretty sad about it. And then I'm just gonna bring that into the crease just to cover up my lid and the base that we put there. And now, just to make the liner pop a little bit more, I'm gonna go into Yabos and I'm gonna wet my brush. I have a little wet section for this shade and I'm just gonna mix that up and form like a little cream, I guess. And then I'm gonna put that on the outer. I'm gonna start from like the middle and just put that over the liner. And then for my lower lash, I'm gonna go back in with Bewitched. Put that on the outer third. Maybe half. No, I think I like the outer third more. And then I'm gonna go back in with Yabos and put that on my lower lash, the rest of it, and my inner corner. I love a green inner corner moment. Okay, and here's a quick close-up. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some mascara since this is the last look, and I will be right back. So here are the eyes all finished. I really love how this turned out. I know it's basic and simple, but I didn't want to put On Toast in my crease because it just doesn't work for me like that. And I don't know, I just really like this. I really love how simple and cute this is. So let's go ahead and do the lips and we will be done. So for my lips, I want to go kind of dark brown. So I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen lipstick in Q745. So here is Winifred's look all done. I really love the lip that I paired with this. I could have gone red, but I really didn't want to since I already did that. So I love this brown. I need to use it more often. Alright, Bujo babes, so that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, especially since it was my second time doing it. And I hope that you like the looks that I created. Let me know down below which look was your favorite, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, or don't. If you don't like me, that's fine. Just keep pushing. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.